Jordi, can you just first start just with the trade news and kind of how it was delivered to you?
Obviously, it's a new day, right? Dennis has been a big part of this group. He's done great things for us. Is now he's heading to a different team, which I told him this is the fact that teams want you and teams that are fighting for a championship want you. That's got to mean something. So we're happy for him. And then after that, life goes on, right? There's new opportunities for new players. Our expectations are still the same as get better every day. And the game we have in front of us, we're going to go out there and fight it and compete to win the game. So that's what we're trying to build here. We have a long-term vision that it's shared from ownership to front office and the coaching staff. We're all on the same page, and that's, ready for the next day.
Sean mentioned a little bit earlier that you addressed the team. Just kind of what went into that message and kind of what you tell the team?
Yeah, number one thing is reach out to Dennis and obviously say thanks and good luck. We're he's done great things for us, and I know that his team is like that. The chemistry has been great, but right now it's this new reality. And right now, as you think about everything he's done, as how many minutes he's played, so who's going to take those minutes? How many shots he took? Who's going to take those shots? Who's going to get the assists? Who's going to lead? Who's going to do all these things? So we still have a job to do here. We still have a team, and all that has to be filled. And that's the exciting part. Like right now is next day in the office and work really hard and be ready for the next game with the Cavs, who are the best record in the NBA, and that should be exciting enough.
Positionally, presumably, Ben goes into that spot. But, you touched on leadership. Obviously, Dennis was one of your more vocal leaders. Who kind of does step into that role?
Yeah, I think that you can lead him in different ways. I think experience helps you lead, and Dennis has a lot of that. Years in the NBA internationally, and he has a good way about him. So right now is a new opportunity for a lot of these guys to use their voice, but also to lead by example, to do the right things. Doesn't need to be the same way he did. No, just do it in your own way, and just help the team be better. So, I expect more than one guy to step up and do it.
I'm not sure how much you know about Reece Beekman at this point, but based on what you've probably learned here recently, how do you think he fits in the way that you want to play?
Yeah, excited to have him. Defensive-minded player. I think he led his conference in steals. A point guard that will help our ball pressure, our activity on defense, playmaking, running the team. So excited to have him. I think he'll get here soon, so we'll get to work with him soon.
What are your idea or thoughts on the point guard rotation going forward? Is it kind of just TBD, open competition kind of deal?
Yeah, because I'm not going to tell the other teams what I'm doing with that, but we have enough players that can handle the ball and play make, and we'll still play the same way. I'm assuming we'll play faster. Just looking at personnel, we'll probably play with more possessions, but other than that, yeah, everything is same structure. It doesn't change our style of play or the way we're doing things, how we're teaching it, and our identity. So one player cannot change the whole team.
Does it change potential rotations? When you're talking about, obviously starters are starters for a reason, but when you look at Ben, is it necessary to put maybe more shooters around him, whereas opposed to, with Dennis, like a lot of bigs that were good in pick and roll would have worked with Dennis?
Yeah, I think like I said before, like we play with 10, now you take one out, you're going to bring one in and still play with 10. It's just like Dennis is not going to be there. Right now is, we still want to play the same way, playing fast, touching the paint, reversing the ball. Ben is very good at that, at playing fast, throwing the ball ahead. We'll have to tweak certain groups and everything that I'm not going to share, obviously, with you guys right now, but it does not change our identity, who we are, and how we work, for sure.
You mentioned before that you trust this front office team and you guys have an open dialogue. But what's been told to you just kind of about the messaging of why now and just why the trade happened now and just kind of what the future is for this group?
Yeah, I think this probably Sean could answer better because that's his specialty. And like you said, I trust everything we do because we do it as a team and there's constant communication. It's not like there's no surprises here. And the important thing in the NBA is you have opportunities, and when you have opportunities, you have to decide if you want to take advantage of the opportunities. And we believe this one made us better. Why? We have more assets, and then it's a player that we would lose for nothing. All right. So with that being said, is like I said before, we're happy that he gets the opportunity to go play for a team that's going to play for for a championship. Are we going to miss him here? Yes, because he's a great guy, did great things for us, but we got assets that moving forward are going to be good for our future. So I understand that's how it works. Again, it's not my part of the job. My part of the job is to work with these guys on the court and make them play hard. But like I said before, our vision from ownership to front office to coaching staff is aligned, and we're going to keep doing it this way for sure.
Everybody knew that December 15th is always kind of the start of whatever, the unofficial trade season. Did you feel obligated, or as the coach, to talk to either the team as a whole or maybe some of the veterans like Doe and CJ in advance of this?
Before or after?
Either.
Yeah, I talk to these guys every day, and I remember I've told a lot of the guys that probably the reason why I had to do it is because you guys put their names on the media, and then there's they fill in a way, and I always gotta be like, hey, how are you doing? Do you need anything? Do you need me to answer any questions? If it's not me, I can find an answer from the front office, and so far everything has been positive, where the guys understand how the business works, and they still gotta come and do their job. And like I always said, I love our group, and I love the group that we have to work every day and get better. And that's all I can control right now. Is if it was December 15th or not, I don't even know what day is today. I don't know what number day is. I know that I'm coming to work, and I'm excited to do this job and be in the NBA. So as long as there's communication and honesty, I think guys appreciate it. Is it always perfect? No, but if you have good intentions, and I think the communication has been great. Like you said, some of the guys that their names have been mentioned, I'm not inside their heads. I'm pretty sure that they have their own situation, family, so on and so forth. And I understand it probably not easy, but all I can say is, you need me to answer a question, I will. You need support, we'll try to provide it, and we'll go from there. But our main job is to practice and be ready to compete for games.
Okay, guys, thank you.